Okay, guys, so here's the chords to Honesty. So we went over the chord chart, but we really didn't go through all the chords now. Whereas in 500 Miles High, we went over, you do have a chord chart to that one. And if you don't have that yet, believe me, you'll be getting it next. So, but anyway, Honesty. In the beginning of this song, let's just cover the beginning. It doesn't, on your sheet it doesn't talk about the beginning, but it goes from the parallel minor to the parallel major. So it starts out in B flat minor, but he starts out on the one chord and makes it major. So it's like a B flat major, and then he goes to a B flat minor with A flat in the bass. Now there's a lot of ways you can do this voicing. I do it sometimes that way, but to keep this chord, and we'll go over this in a minute what I'm doing, but I like this voicing. And then it goes to G flat major 7, or I like to keep a common tone on top, which would be the F. We'll talk about this in a minute. And then he goes to sus F, and then it's if you need some tenderness, it isn't hard to find. But anyway, that's kind of how the thing goes. I'm not here to sing it for you, but okay. So let's go over the first chord. It's just a stock E form. So you take an E form, move it up. Now you can colorize this song by adding a ninth to that if you want. And I can tell you, I heard Billy Joel doing that in this song. Some places, adding the ninth. What I'm doing here to an E form is I'm taking this second root on the 8th fret on the 4th string and moving it up a whole step to the 2 or the 9. It's a hard voicing, but you can play it. And I'm going to this A form for E flat. Alright, now right here it says it isn't hard to find. Now he's going to do a walk down, so it's going to be an F, another A form, but it's F chord. You should know these A forms, and if you don't, you need to ask more about it in class. A form and E forms you should know really well, but it isn't hard to find. So instead of doing it this way, where your bass is, he's going to be playing an F chord basically, and the bass is moving down. But instead of doing it that way, I do it this way. I'm going to do it the easier way. So it's an F, and then I'm just changing my bass note. This note right here, I don't need. I need to go down to this bass note, but that's a little awkward. You can do that if you want, but I just switch fingers here and change this finger to the bass, to the bar in the 3 notes, and I use this E flat in the bass right here. The chord is a F slash E flat. So you're barring with the first finger, just like you would be playing this chord, those 3 strings. The F chord right there, and the E flat in the bass is right here on the 11th fret. And make sure you mute this A string if you're going to strum it. I'm letting this finger touch it just enough to mute it up. Fine. And then it goes down to a D minor 7. And notice, I've been telling you guys, I want you guys to learn the stock voicing of minor 7th. It's where you bar these 3 notes again. That'd be in this case, it's the 10th fret on the D string, 10th fret on the G string, and 10th fret on the B string. And I'm barring it with my 3rd finger. Very important, 3rd finger, not any other finger, 3rd finger. And play the root with your 2nd finger. That's a stock minor 7th voicing that you see everywhere. I can move it B minor, C minor, G minor. You're going to see it everywhere, but that voicing is good because you can slide it, add notes on the top. It's better than this voicing because it's harder to slide. If you're going to want to slide voicings, it's harder to slide a bar than it is this type of voicing. But anyway, so here's the walk down. It isn't hard to find. Okay? Alright, now he's going to go back to E flat. And sometimes you'll see me play my E flat A form with my pinky instead of my 3rd finger. Isn't hard. See if you can find the love you need to live. Okay, so that's G minor 7. I'm using a stock, the same one we use it up here in D minor 7. By the way, the one thing I did want to say about that voicing real quick to go back is, if you take that bass note down one more step, the F/E flat, if you take it down one more step, you get a D minor 7th chord. So you could call that a F/D if you wanted to, but it's two different names for the same chord. But then anyway, like I said, it goes to E flat, and then now we're going to a stock G minor 7th voicing, and now I use this A minor 7 voicing. They're all the same shape. Now right here you hear the piano go, and the way I'm doing that is I'm using an A form C minor chord, and then F7, but I'm putting the 13 on top of my pinky on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So it'd be this chord. So you got, alright, and then it goes back to B flat. If you need some truthfulness. Alright, truthfulness, it's a C sus to C. Now, a sus4 is just a major chord with a 1-4-5 instead of 1-3-5. And then it goes to C. You might just as well be blind. So let's go over that part. We're almost through here, but so after C sus to C, that's the F with C in the bass. It's just like this basic F voicing, but I'm dropping this in the C in the bass and use my pinky for that note. Just as well. Now that's an A chord with C sharp in the bass. Now right here, I'm going to this D minor, and I'm using my pinky on this note because I hear the bass going down right there on the piano. Okay? Alright, now back to always seems to be. So that's back to E flat. On B, A7. It's the same voicing we used for F7, the 13 with a 13 added. Just moved up to the 5th fret. It's so hard to get. And then it goes to D sus to D major. Or you could use this. And then on honesty, this is hard to sing because he's singing the major 7th. Honesty, but he's playing a major chord. So we'll go over some alternate voicings you can use later, but we get through this one. But A form for on honesty, the E flat to F, and now on the D with F sharp in the bass. Okay, so that was D with F sharp in the bass. You can play it like this. It's just a D chord, and I'm using my thumb for F sharp. And if you do that, you can hit all the strings. And now it goes to that stock G minor to F, back to E flat, to B flat. Now we're coming to the end here. It's going to go. This is the last part that we need to go over that's hard. It goes to D. It's a walk up to a C with E in the bass. So it's a C without this note. You're only hitting the top 4 strings. To a D. You can play the D like this and put your pinky right here on the F sharp. So it's like, and then back to E flat. Alright. Right here it goes.